Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Haft here. I got the Suzuki DR 650 2011 here. I'm going to do an honest review on this motorcycle. If you go onto the internet and YouTube and stuff, people love these bikes all over the world. And they love them because they are what they are. One of my worst sayings is, it is what it is. Okay. But the thing with this bike is, for almost 30 years, this is the same bike, except for the decals. They changed those and the colors and stuff. But the bike is basically the same because it's been such an amazing bike. And people love them so much. This is 2011. Basically the same thing as the 2024, except for a few small things they did now with the pollution items and stuff. Got the stock tires on, original tires. Don't mind the tennis shoes. I got those on there to stop it from, falling over, because this is soft ground and we're in Wisconsin and it's springtime. I'm gonna go through some of the stuff on this, the DR. This luggage rack, I had that powder coated because it was a little scratched up. I had bought this. This is a seat concept seat, which is super soft. They're expensive though. That's $450 for that seat. You got your passenger pegs on here. You got a aluminum swing arm. You have an on-off switch for your gas there. I took and repainted the pegs and a few things on it to make it look better. Put some different bar ends on. It's got 6,214 miles on it, low miles. The instrumentation on here is very limited. You got your neutral light, and you got your high beam and stuff like that. And the speedometer basically just should have a light for it. And you have what they call a hand choke here. This has a Mikuni carburetor on it. There's no fuel injection. And it goes back to, I can't overemphasize the simplicity of this motorcycle. There's no traction control. There's no ABS. There's no adjustments and stuff like that for as far as, street, trail, whatever. They have just expensive crap to go wrong. Turn that mirror back where it belongs. And then you got your kill switch here. You got your start button, your blinkers here, high and low beams. And then the horn is the yellow one down at the bottom. They've called these things a tractor because of the torque. People love the 650 single cylinder for the torque on it. They love that torque. It's better than having it's kind of like a big block car, 427. Huge gobs of torque, doesn't rev that high. You don't have to sit there and scream it to get the horsepower out of it because it's a tractor. You got front and rear disc brakes on this. This has an FMF power core exhaust on it. What this is a lot of them too, the liquid cool's all right, but your water pump can go out, your radiator, stuff like that. What this has is an oil cooler on it with a nice little brace on there to cool the oil. And down here is where your oil is, so you don't have to, some people struggle with it, but you have to get it straight up and down to get the oil level on it. It's real kind of cold now, so we're out in the country. And it is fall, spring. It's like 43 degrees. I did a few little touch-up paints on here. You can tell somebody had a windshield on here at one time. Right now there isn't one. It's your front brake master cylinder. It has electric start, no kick start on it. There's guys, if you get a chance, go on YouTube, and they got 100,000 miles on these. Some guys 50,000 miles on them. They love them. They're easy to get around a tractor, easy to push around. It has a one-shock monoshock in the back, which is kind of nice. And the amazing thing with these motorcycles is because it's been the same for so long, there's so many aftermarket companies making products for this bike. So if you get a chance to to buy one of these, you'll love it. And you'll be amazed at how much stuff is available for these bikes. You can really customize them. A lot of these guys take these out in the outback, Australia. They take them out in the desert trips and stuff. And then I want to go about the tires. these are the original tires. And the thing with these is a lot of people don't like them because, you know, if you ride in the dirt a lot, like, well, I live in Wisconsin. We live in flatlander country here pretty much, even though it is Wisconsin. And these tires are plenty adequate. They're great. You know, if you want to go off-roading and stuff like that, then upgrade to your knobbies if you want. But these here are amazing. And then another thing that people complain about is the shock on it, that it's too soft. I mean, you can go over railroad tracks with this because it has so much travel that it's just it's so smooth and stuff over it. And what makes these bikes so safe, these enduros like this, is the fact that you can take these bikes and you can you know, go up and down a curb and stuff like that. Somebody runs you off the road, you probably go in the possibly go in the ditch, you know, and you could you know, drive out of the ditch. I put on one of these nice shifters that retract on there, because like where I live, there's not a lot of places to drive it, you know, off-road stuff. Okay, so you change your oil. I showed you where the oil level is. This is your oil filter here. This is where you check your oil on here. This is your master cylinder for the back. Front master cylinder, I was saying, was here. I take off the side covers and show you where the air filter is. A lot of people do modify the air box and stuff. You can you can go online and check this stuff out if you want. It's just amazing. Everybody's willing to help. They actually have I belong to one of their clubs, DR 650 Cycle Rider clubs, and people are friendly and they're willing to help and stuff like that. What's interesting, it has this type of chain adjusters, and I really like those because they have the little clicks in there, and they're really easy to tighten the chain and stuff. I just tightened this one on here and oiled it and stuff like that. But they hold their resale value very well because it's the same bike as a 96 to 24. And they get around 48 miles per gallon, and they have 43 horsepower, and then 38 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, they're amazing bikes, you know. There's just you can buy one used and stuff too. The Suzuki makes the DR 400, which people like a lot, but the problem with that is it's a little higher, and it isn't as good on the highway because this has a top speed of 100 miles an hour. So it'll cruise at 70 really good, and that's the main thing. Is if you buy like a smaller Enduro and you're sitting there, you trying to go 60 miles an hour, it's not fun. You're sitting there screaming, you know, trying to go down the road and stuff like that. Let's see. I was going to say, another thing with these is the seat height. I think this is like around 34 inches. This seat is actually where your butt is. It's almost lower. It's not only super comfortable, but lower. But it also has something what they call this dog bone down here. And you put this on here. This is made by Moose Racing. You put that on there to lower the seat height. You can do that with this suspension on here and stuff. But you know, great bikes, loved by all the owners. You know, the only people that sell them are the ones that actually don't drive them. But like I said, you want to have some fun, go on there to YouTube and watch the videos. This one will be on there too. And thanks, folks. There it is. The DR 650.